Hey folks, Mel the Train Shooter back with another BTS video. Yes, behind the scenery. My sort of semi-weekly vlogs on what's going on in my life and everything like that, and getting back. And this sort of adventuring, trying to get, over this year to sort of trying to get back into the channel and all that sort of stuff. Now, before we dive into all that sort of stuff, as you can see, I'm outside. This is actually my back garden, and when I say this is my back garden, this is pretty much my back garden. Yeah, I live in a terrace, so, I only have about 6 foot by 10 foot of a garden, if you know what I mean. Terrace life. But, as you can see, I make it peaceful. Anyway, yeah, a couple of things I want to talk about in this video. There's one thing I do want to do is I want to give a shout out for the Great Wargaming Survey that's going on right now. I keep missing it in the previous years, and Chris, my mate, who's one of the writers over at Wargame Soldiers and Strategy, who run the Great Wargaming Survey, yeah, keeps like bugging me for like not bugging me, but reminding me to do shout outs for it, and I keep forgetting. So this year I'm on the ball and I'm doing it shout out. So there's a link down below in the description, yeah, and the Great Wargaming Survey is basically, it's this big multi-choice sort of survey where you talk about your hobby, what games you're playing, how often, where you play, what your interests are, what side of things, what elements of the hobby you're interested in, and it's a good way of everyone in the hobby sort of finding it. It's very much like, general market research, but it's interesting because you find out, even as a hobbyist, you find out, right, how many people are playing games, where they're playing games, what games are they interested in, all of a sudden you find new games that, you haven't heard of that there's actually quite an interest in, because it's all coming from like the grassroots. As a content producer, it's really good because it sees like, oh, these are the games that people are interested in, and you can tailor your content to sort of where the interest is. Not like I've ever actually done that. No, biggest interest in that, I'm going to do this. That's me. I'm just here for the terrain. But it's really interesting. Most often when I sort of see the results, I tend to feel gutted that I'm not gaming as much as other people. Yeah, and so it's one of my big spurs to get into gaming, that sort of stuff. So the Great Wargaming Survey is going on right now. There is a link down below in the description. Yeah, jump on it, fill it in. Yeah, and I'll look forward to sharing the results with you when they come out. We'll have a chat about them on a BTS actually. So yeah, get your results in. Yeah, remember, fly the terrain flag. And when the results come in, we'll have a proper look. Now, the other thing is what's going on with the channel. Now, you'll have noticed that there's a couple of Let's Makes that have come out recently, and there's going to be a few more on, on volcanic stuff, because that's what I'm working on at the minute. At the minute, I'm just taking a few days away from the studio because we're in the middle of a heat wave in the UK, and any long-time viewers know that the studio just isn't bearable. So I've nipped in a few times, and within like 5 minutes, I'm a pool of sweat. Yeah, and so I'm diluting my PVA and paint on the fly as I'm over, and I look disgusting on a camera. And that's saying something, because I normally look disgusting on a camera. But, yeah, and so I'm taking a few days, doing a bit of admin, that sort of stuff, and I'm working on some templates and stuff to get the Sunday nighter going again and sort of revamp that. Yeah, I don't want to do that until it's like, it's always been a bit haphazard, I felt. And so I really want to just sit down, really do it properly, so I'm just taking the time to do that. Now, the Let's Makes, they're not everyone's sort of cup of tea, and not everyone who follows my channel is interested in volcanic stuff, so they're not the sort of ideal content to be doing right now. The reason that I'm doing them is because essentially I'm proving to myself that I can do them. Yeah, and okay, few months ago, yeah, I came to the channel saying I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can sort of, film terrain tutorials, because I can't keep my head, I can't keep concentrating on between one video and another, and all for a number of different factors. And we all know that, I mean, I know I'm not the prettiest of pictures. Someone loves me. They have to, they're my children. Yeah, I'm not the prettiest of pictures, but I did look ill. Yeah, now I am a lot better, but more importantly, over the past couple of months, I've been sort of proving to myself that I can do this. You know what I mean? I can produce my normal content like I used to. And I have with the Let's Makes. That's what the challenge was. You know, try and produce good old-fashioned content. Now, I know the volcanic stuff really isn't any, you know, it's quite a niche and it's not everyone's cup of tea. The reason I'm doing the volcanic stuff is because basically it was the next on the list of Let's Makes to do. And I'm doing them because I want to do the Let's Makes, not because I have an urgent need to make anything volcanic. Yeah, but I've done it. I also filled multiple at the same time, and I managed to get the editing, and I managed to get them done and scheduled. And with regards to the filming, that sort of stuff, I'd say 80% there. Okay, I'm talking better. I'm even wondering whether I said yeah in them. And that's a big one, because I'm not sure if my verbal tick's going as well. We'll have to see on that. But I did them. Okay, and the editing, I could do them, and they're a lot more complicated to edit than these vlogs. These I just record, you know, straight off my phone, the rear-facing camera, which is why everything's mirrored, and I just upload them. So they're easy to chat. The Let's Makes are a lot more complicated. They're filmed over multiple days, photos, time-lapse stuff, and I did them. Yeah, and I'm doing more. Yeah, and I've done more if it wasn't for the heat wave. Yeah, but that's a real bloody positive. Yeah, and it's been a massive confidence boost to me. I mean, the channel numbers and analytics and that sort of stuff are low at the moment compared to where they've been, but I haven't been around, you know, I haven't been producing content regularly. And so I'm not beating myself up too badly over that, because I know once I get back, and I am back, you know, once we get the live shows going again as well, and we've got regular proper content coming out, things will roll. You know, I've been here too many times to know that they won't. Yeah, so I'm sort of confident with that. Yeah, and so overall, let's sort of check in. It's like, right, how did I do in July? Yeah, with regards to getting back on the channel and that sort of stuff, I did really well, and I'm sort of proud of myself, to be perfectly honest. Now, I'm still ahead in content. I've got some really funky stuff. Now, I know that people aren't into volcanic Let's Makes and stuff like that. Yeah, and I don't want to swamp the channel with it. So there's probably another one coming, then you can have a break, and there's some other sort of stuff coming. But I've got some awesome Burma build stuff going on as well. Yeah, so you're going to love what I'm doing. I'm converting trench systems. But I'll have to explain a bit more about that later. In fact, I'm not going to explain. You know, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram, or one of the links down below, or join the Train-X group and that sort of stuff. Follow on what I'm doing on that, because the videos will be coming out, but I've got some funky stuff going on. But above all, what I wanted to say is, basically, it's good. Yeah? Obviously, as always, you know, your ongoing support and that sort of stuff, while I do get myself back and well and get my, you know, my well-being and all that sort of stuff sorted, it's appreciated, guys. It genuinely is. Yeah, so thank you to those few who have, and the guys who stuck with me on Patreon and stuff like that. And if you do want to help me get back in the saddle, the links are down below, guys. You know, I won't rattle my tin too much on that. Yeah, I'm just happy the sun is shining, that the channel's getting back to where it needs to be and where I want it to be, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the hobby, and I'm well within myself. Listen, folks, I've got some comments to catch up and some admin and that sort of stuff, and then I need to see if I can get to bed early and get into the studio early and get some training on, because I'm enjoying it. And in the meantime, just enjoy the sun, enjoy your hobbying, guys. Get down below in the comments. Let me know if you've taken part in the Great Wargaming Survey. Yeah, what you thought of the actual survey if you've never done it before, or any comments Wargaming Survey related. Any comments with regards to the Let's Makes and that sort of stuff, throw them in as well. And also, if you're just happy that I'm here, just let me know that as well. It's all positive. It's all uplifting. Yeah. I feel like one of those gurus. Namaste. Now I'm gonna namaste in the shade here. Now I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we'll have a giggle. We might as well. It's the channel, isn't it? Find your inner peace. Find balance within your PVA. Some things never change, do they? Can't take myself seriously for a bloody second, and I don't know how you lot do. Listen guys, you have a great one. I've got things to potter on with. There is more. Yeah, you will definitely have another video out on Tuesday, and there will be definitely terrain videos coming out every Tuesday from now on. If you want to get ahead of the game, videos are on Patreon. If you're loving me back, you want to put a smile on your face, link down to PayPal below. And above all, yeah, enjoy. Whatever it is you're doing, just enjoy it, because I am. All the best, yeah? Ta-da.